the basic rules for comedy writing: don't steal someone else's ideas, because you wouldn't want someone to steal yours, and also you wouldn't really enjoy writing someone else's ideas. You'd have much more fun creating your own.
Try and keep it as brief as possible. I'd say if you've got a sketch that's 5 minutes long, it's probably too long. See if you can do the same amount of jokes in maybe 2 minutes or something, because television works very fast. Also, just try and define things. If you've got a character, really think, what's this character about? And we've always tried to do that in Little Britain, almost think they're like cartoon characters, and think they've got one very simple thing that they want or need. Like we did a sketch, for example, about a guy who fancied his friend's grandma, and that's kind of all the sketch was about. There weren't jokes about other things. We just sort of took that as far as we could.
Yeah, and if that fails, just do some funny voices and funny faces, like do this, and you really are just fine. That's what we found. Or you do, don't you?
Yeah, it's very weird because you don't often know why things are funny, but I just think you need to sort of trust yourself, and it's always good. I think we're lucky we've got each other to collaborate with. I think it'd be a lot harder if either of us were writing just purely on our own, because when there's two people writing together, then if you're laughing together, you're onto something, and also two minds are normally better than one.
Yeah, it's good to find someone to work with, and also there's something that when I started writing, probably before I wrote with David, for a couple of years I worked on my own, and I used to sometimes write and think, well, I don't really find this funny, but I think other people will, and that's a real mistake. That's a real mistake.
Very honest to admit that.
Yeah, you've got to make yourself laugh. You've got to make yourself laugh to have a chance of making other people laugh.
And some of the great comedy shows are really kind of out there, like Monty Python's Flying Circus. I mean, it was before that happened, there was nothing like it, and they must have thought, well, we all like this, we all think it's funny, and we hope you will too. And that's when people seem to really make a difference with comedy. When they're really brave and they do something outlandish that's really, it's like their private little club, and then they share that with the world.